guys, welcome to reading day 3 of the week. So today's reading lesson is also going to be along with tomorrow's reading lesson. So it's kind of going to be part 1 and part 2. So on Friday, I sent home 3 books to each of you based on your reading levels. So some of you are in between 2 levels, so I tried to send home some books from the lower level and then a book or 2 from the upper level that you're on. So you all got 3 books. I want you guys to read all 3 of those books this week. It is Wednesday, so I want you guys to finish reading your books until Friday, and then you'll swap them out and I'll give you guys new books. But it's really important that you guys return all 3 books I gave you, and I jotted down what I gave you, so I am expecting all 3 books back on Friday, and then I'll give you 3 more. But what I want you guys to do is, out of the 3 books I gave you, I want you to choose 1 book to write a book report on. So it could be a fun book. I'm not sure. I gave you guys all different kinds of books. So it could even be a silly book. It doesn't have to be some crazy historical book with a bunch of facts. Like, it is going to be the book based on what reading level you're on. It could be funny. It could be goofy. It could be a true book. It could be a not true book, a fiction or a nonfiction. Whatever book out of the 3 I gave you, whichever one you want to choose, totally fine with it. I just want you guys to really work on not just like reading the book and being done with it and just practicing your reading. Yes, that's important, but I want you guys to know what you're reading, and even if it's a fun, silly book, I still want you guys to be able to remember what you read, and you can always learn something in any book you read, even if it's just, like I said, a fun, silly, goofy book that doesn't make any sense. Like a Dr. Seuss book, crazy, right? But you can actually take away a message from any book you read, okay? So for me, the book I chose to read was I Like Myself, and it's a kid's book. It's pretty simple, pretty basic, not a lot of content to this book, but I was still able to write a book report on it. The reason why I chose a book like this is because I want to show you guys that if I can write a book report on a book like this, so can you guys. So on Friday, in the packet I gave your parents, you guys should have gotten a book like this. It says book report nonfiction, but I crossed that off on your sheet, so it's just book report. Don't worry if it's fiction, not nonfiction. It doesn't matter. I just want you guys to practice doing a book report. As you guys get into older grades, you'll do more intense book reports that are usually nonfiction, and it's about important facts that have happened in history or whatnot. But you guys actually did your historical figure report on a president yesterday. Was it yesterday or Monday? One of the 2 days. So you guys have had practice writing about a nonfiction book, but today I just want you guys to practice reading your grade level books and then writing a little bit about what you read. So on your sheet, you're going to write the title and then the author. So the title and then the author is usually on the front. It could be on the inside cover, but most books, the author is usually written on the front. And then 3 facts, fact 1, fact 2, fact 3. So what I did was in the top box, I wrote the 3 facts, just like 3 simple facts, and then underneath I wrote about that fact. So I'll read you mine in a second, but you can do it that way, or if you want to draw your 3 facts in the 3 boxes and then write about them underneath, you can do that too. Please remember our sentence format: capital letter, punctuation mark at the end. I will be looking for that. So if you want to write just like your basic 3 facts and then write about them underneath, you can do it that way, or you could draw a picture of your 3 facts and then write in detail about them in a sentence or 2 underneath. However you want to do it, you can do it that way. And then a vocabulary word. So in your book, I want you guys to choose a vocabulary word that either really stood out to you and that you liked, or a vocabulary word that you have never heard before and you learned just now when reading. And you're gonna write that word and then write what that word means. And then it's a sentence. You're gonna use that vocabulary word in a sentence. And lastly, this page number, I want you guys to write the page number on the page that you found that vocabulary word. Now, some books might not have page numbers, which is fine. If it doesn't, that's okay. But if your book has page number, I want you to write what page number you found that vocabulary word on. And then you're gonna write the definition of that word and use it in a sentence. Or you can use it in the sentence that they used it in the book. However you wanna do it. And then lastly, it says rating, and it has 5 stars. 5 stars means you loved it. 1 star means you hated it. And you're gonna circle or color how many stars you think you got. So if you thought it was so-so, you could color 3 stars. You can color 4 stars, 5 stars. But basically, you're just gonna rate your book, 5 stars being the best, 1 star being the worst. So you can choose how many stars you wanna give your book, okay? And then I am going to read to you my book report. So my title is I Like Myself. The author is Karen Beaumont. Fact 1. She talks about how she likes everything about herself. She likes her eyes, her ears, her nose, and even her toes. So she kind of goes into detail about everything that she likes about herself. And nobody's perfect, so everybody has flaws, but she's saying despite her flaws, she loves everything about herself. Fact number 2, she does not care what other people think about her. She owns who she is with all her flaws happily. So that for me was like, wow, this little girl, she does not care what other people think about her, which is awesome because I know a lot of us, myself included, can get caught up in what people think about us and trying to impress other people, but she owns who she is and she doesn't let other people's opinions get to her. And then fact 3, this one was funny. Even if she had spikes on her spine, stinky toes, or hippo hips, she still loves herself. So she is saying no matter what she looks like, even her worst features, she loves them. She embraces them. Because like I said, nobody's perfect. She loves the good about her and she loves the bad about her. So I thought that was a really great message that we need to love everything about ourselves because God created us this way and nobody's perfect. So we need to love our great qualities, but we also just need to learn and embrace our flaws because we're human. So a vocabulary word that stuck out to me that I thought would be a good word to share with you guys, because you guys might not have heard this word before, is the word tame. So the definition of tame is not excited or adventurous, calm. So the sentence I chose for it, the lion was tame, shockingly, and it was not going crazy. So tame means basically the opposite of wild and crazy and adventurous. It's usually like a calm, chill person. And then I gave this book 5 stars, colored in 5 stars. I thought it was a really great message for young people and old people just to embrace who you are and love yourself no matter what. So that was my book report. I look forward to reading your book reports. So Wednesday, if you guys want to spend the day reading your 3 books that I gave you, and then Thursday you want to do the book report, or if you want to do half the book report on Wednesday and then the other half on Thursday. So however you want to do it. You can spend Wednesday reading and then Thursday writing, or you can do reading and some of your writing on Wednesday and then the other half of your writing on Thursday. So however you want to split it up. I did make it a 2-day assignment just because I feel like this book report kind of is a lot, plus reading your 3 books I gave you. So I want to make sure you have enough time to do it all. So I look forward to reading your guys' book reports and seeing what book you chose to write about. See ya.